You were a basketball player, right?
Yes, I played basketball pretty much from third grade. So that was like 2003. So I was maybe about 9 years old until my senior year of high school. And that was kind of when I started getting into CrossFit. But yeah, basketball, I love it. I miss it. It's so much fun just going to like shoot hoops and every now and then and feel like that shot again and everything. So yeah, I miss basketball.
Did CrossFit throw off your shot at all?
It made me too. It made me made my right arm really bulky and too muscular for shooting. No, I actually feel like I'm stronger. Like I feel like when I go to the basketball court and I can actually shoot a lot further past the 3 point line because my arm is stronger. So like I feel like before I wouldn't be able to like shoot as far away as I do because of CrossFit, if that makes sense. So I can shoot
Yeah,
farther past the 3 point line.
I would also think that you could take a quicker shot. Like you wouldn't really need to get your body into the shot. You just use, like your arms or that just everything would become a lot easier.
Well,
Uh,
that's
and
yeah, that I mean, that's basically why I got into CrossFit was because of basketball. I wanted that extra strength and conditioning program. So I wanted to get faster, I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to be able to jump higher and be more explosive. And I feel like CrossFit trains that like doesn't train multi-direction as much as it should, but the explosiveness from the Olympic weightlifting, it makes you like really quick on your toes to get that shot off.
yeah, and it's funny. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think how long ago you were playing basketball. What was it, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, about 10 years ago, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't think, and you could tell me because I'm a lot older than you. You could tell me if uh, when I played like high school sports, the conditioning, the strength and conditioning was so basic, and now I feel like it's so complex that they are sports specific and they kind of get it and understand it because of the internet. I was looking at my nephew's football program and I'm like, oh my god, this is excellent. This is incredible. And he's in summer football, and I'm like, we didn't do anything like this. Like this is they understand plyometrics and all this explosiveness and they're doing Olympic weightlifting and so much complexity to it. And he's a lineman, and they're all doing different work than the running backs. And I just always felt like, wow, I wish I had CrossFit when I was playing sports because I
Yeah,
wish I could
it
have
helped.
used it.
It helped me so much, like having that CrossFit background with basketball. I mean, though, like when we were doing basketball conditioning, we were running like Sweet 16s, and it was a whole lot of like running. And I feel like I'm way more in shape now. Like looking back at when I was in high school, I just remember like not wanting to do those Sweet 16s, and then if
Wait,
someone was
what? Sorry to interrupt you. What's a Sweet 16?
it's basically where you run one, like, so we would go sideways on the basketball court. So you would run like one, I can't remember if it was one like up and back. So basically like a shuttle run, or if it was 1, 2, 3, and you go for 16. And there would be a specific time that our coach
Wow.
would have that we would have to beat. And if we didn't beat that, we'd have to run it again. So then we would keep going until the whole team made the whole 16. So you're just like, girls are like throwing up. Some girls might be cheating. Some girls actually might be cheating and not even touching the line when the coach isn't looking. Like it gets like that brutal. And so, or running ladders where you have to run like to the free throw line, back to half court, back, like also a specific time for that. Like I just remember running so much in basketball, like short sprints, and those were the worst.
That's hilarious that you say that because I always tell people I ran track in college, and I always tell people about a workout that I did once that was the worst workout of my life. That the coach just gave us the baton and took all the girls and the guys. It's a big team, University of Pittsburgh. And he was
Mhm.
like, all right, everybody has to run a 200 meters. And he's like, the guys, the time is like 26, 26.4 or 26.5. And the women, it was like 26.5, like 2 seconds
Oh
slower or something.
wow.
And he's like, everybody has to run that time, give or take 1/10 of a second. So I could go like 24.4, 24.5, or 24.6. That
Yeah.
was my window that I had to touch the line in. Now, as soon as you hit that time, you could go home. So
Okay.
it started out with like 30 of us on the baton. So you had 29 people to rest. But like 8 people hit it the first time. So now we're down to like 22 people. And like each round, people are hitting the time and getting to go home. And so your rest time is getting shorter and shorter and
Feel
shorter.
bad for the last person.
Hello, here I am. I was the last guy. And the coach would like yell too. Like as you're coming to the line, he'd be like, 23, 24. So you could like speed up or slow down.
Yeah.
And I remember just going, I quit. Like I walked out and I was like, that's it. I'm never going back. I'm out of this sport. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I ended up like throwing up and going to I like had class later that night, and I was at class and the teacher's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not. but
Good
but
old
I've
good
always
school sports and their conditioning. Yeah, I'm sure that now it's better these days.
I've always wanted to put a CrossFit class on that workout and just been like, all right, guys, here's today. And just because CrossFitters are glutton or not gluttonous, they're sadistic or masochistic. And it's like, hey, you want to put yourself in the worst situation you've ever been in?
I think it would be great for high schools to start like implementing CrossFit into their PE classes, because I think it's like such a great strength and conditioning program for anyone to be able to do and to move your body in different ways rather than just like running the mile for time. Then you have to do like 100 push-ups or like sit-ups. Like it's such basic tests. I just feel like we've outgrown that.
But don't you think it's too complex for a basic gym teacher to teach that? I mean, I feel like that takes some really good coaching.
I don't think it has to be too complex. I mean, you don't have to have them in the weight room teaching them how to like weight lift, but I mean, basic things like doing air squats, shuttle runs, like doing an actual like 10-minute AMRAP of some body weight exercises. Like, I feel like that could be a great test of fitness, like maybe starting at the beginning of the year doing like 10-minute AMRAP of lunges, air squats, run, like body weight stuff, and then retest later in the PE, like later in the semester, and see if they've actually improved their fitness. I feel like that's like
I
very easy for a PE teacher to do.
I agree with you. I just think that we've got a bit of a problem. Is that my phone or your phone? Do you hear the dinging?
Sorry, that's my phone. People keep texting me.
I thought it was
Or
mine
it's my
because
team texting. I don't know. I just put airplane mode on. Hopefully that stops.
I have a phantom ring going on my phone. Have you ever had that?
Oh, it
My
keeps going.
my phone just rings now all the time, and there's no one call. Oh my god, what is this?
This keeps going. I wonder if I could shut this off. I don't really know how to shut off iMessages on my computer. I'm sorry. Of
I think
course,
if you,
the
I
one
think
time
if
I'm
you,
doing a podcast and then my team is like going berserk in the group message.
um, what's going on with the team? What am I missing? I want to know what they're all talking about.
They're talking about someone took a magnet from the gym.
A
I don't
magnet.
I don't know what magnet.
That's the problem. There's a
I'm
magnet missing.
There's a magnet missing. I just turned off my messages, so maybe that helps.
Is that your secret to your team? The magnets?
I don't even know what magnet they're talking about right now, so I didn't read the message fully.